Creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate a Elena, a Orlando y a Luca. Traigo palabras que nunca caduca.
Almost ready for game time at Rogers Center as the roof is shut to keep us nice and warm. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
Just gets a piece of it, strike one.
First pitch.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
To third, scooped up, and there's one away. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what you got in this lineup as they try to clinch a division title?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
And there's ball 2 now. One out, nobody on. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Reined in. On to first, and there were 2 down. Up next for Minnesota, Eloy Jimenez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. Bichette's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Now the Blue Jays. Michael Pineda gets the starting nod for the Twins. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Matty, Kevin Biggio is a guy to watch for me. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Now the 1-0. This is skied into short left center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting third.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, then it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
Count even now at 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Pulled hard down the line in left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he'll settle for a single here as they whip it back in quickly.
He just squirts that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
George Springer the next to hit, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He'll enter play at .313, 28 home runs, and an even 80 RBIs. Now the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cave gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. We are still scoreless. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Kepler is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
Long run for the right fielder. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. The knock's a knock.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Jake Cave is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
The set and the 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
2-2 the count. 2-2 the pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back to Rogers Center following this break. Twin strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. now it'll be Lourdes Gurriel. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Lourdes Gurriel.
First offering. Hit to short. Taken in by Simmons. And there's one down now.
Batting fifth.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
Kevin Biggio stepping up now as he rips it on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Ready now is Rendell Grichuk. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
First pitch on its way. Grichuk puts a good swing on it. This ball's carrying well to left. Into the second deck and gone.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter.
The batter will be Alejandro Kirk. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Arias is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Leading off for the Twins, the third baseman, Miguel.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2. Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Luis Arias will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette gathers it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
Never stop me from being a good wager. I get respect from observers, no public.
We're just about set to go here as the Blue Jays come to bat in the 3rd inning. And this is an offense that has really been productive this year. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now at the plate is Reese McGuire, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Misses, ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 2-2 one more time. is taken, ball 3.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
First pitch of the AB now. Marcus Semien will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. McGuire on at first, nobody out. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette as he grounds one briskly to short. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they're on top 1-0. Here's the pitch.
Moving off to the Twins. The left fielder.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. Swings through it for strike number 2. Here comes the 1-2. Drilled on the ground to short, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. At the plate now, Max Kepler, and it's grounded just foul down the line. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's the 0-1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Nelson Cruz goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Jorge Polanco is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Grounded to the right. Simeon's there. Over to first, and that retires the side. 1 left for Minnesota. It remains 1-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
pitch on the way. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Now a ball hit towards Simmons at short. Scooped up. And that's out number 1. 1 out, bases empty. And that brings in George Springer. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Standing in now, Lourdes Gurriel. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a good eye there as the Jays left fielder is able to move the count in his favor at 2-1 now. Hit on the ground to short. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They lead it 1-0. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for the Twins.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The catcher, Mitch.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he puts it on the ground to second. Simeon's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Up next, Jake Cave. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And that misses, 2-1. Fouled away.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Now batting.
Here's the first pitch to him. Miguel Sano is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this start.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. So now into the box is Kevin Biggio. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now here it comes. And it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
He froze him on the fastball there. Kevin Biggio is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th.
Randall Grichuk.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Hot shot on the ground is short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
To the plate now, Alejandro Kirk. He swings and grounds it to short. Simmons has it. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Twins 0. In now is Andrelton Simmons. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
2 balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons. 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. From the belt, the pitch, Luis Arias stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. From the stretch, in the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Well, definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the stretch, Eloy Jimenez is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Here comes the 1-2. Is taken for ball 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Fouled off. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Nelson Cruz is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. One and one, here it is.
2-1 to count.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You can bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
Arise at third, Jimenez at second, Kepler at first with no outs. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game.
I'm not sure if this happened or not, but sometimes when you're playing behind a pitcher who's doing all of the work himself, you get caught up a little bit in kind of a trance and you get lulled to sleep out there. Looked like to me he was caught a little off guard when the play came his way.
Jorge Polanco is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch.
1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Counts even 2-2 for Polanco. Has a look, now the pitch.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Bichette picks it up cleanly. The second for one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
The batter, the catcher.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Bichette's got it. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So they pick up 3 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 2 errors in the inning. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out. 1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And in the bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. Simmons to his left. He's there. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Into the box now. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Popped him up. Kepler over to his right. And that's the second out of the inning. Big spot here. Runners at the corners. 2 gone. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Fastball well outside. Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Fouled away. Now time is asked for at home plate and granted by the umpire back there, Earl Hendricks. Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2. High and deep down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair, and it remains. Taylor Saucedo is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 43.
So now here is Jake Cave. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
0-2.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
2 balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. 2 balls and a strike. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Hard hit at 3rd. Fielded cleanly. And there are 2 away now. So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period. The end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Down go the Twins in order, and the lead remains 3-1. ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
Now here it comes. Hit weakly back to the mound. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. So one away now in the Toronto seventh, and that'll bring in Kevin Biggio. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the seventh.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
The right fielder, number 15.
Stepping in for the Jays, Randall Grichuk. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Count now a ball and a strike. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Jimenez is under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Jordan Romano is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Number 68.
All set for the start of the inning, and next to him will be Luis Ariz. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Now here it comes.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Eloy Jimenez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. Twins retired in short order, and it's still 3-1. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Alejandro Kirk. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Duffy has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
2-1 pitch is a knuckle curve taken for called strike 2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to first. In time. 1 away. Twins are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box, Reese McGuire, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. The 1-0 home. Hit out towards second. And that's the second out. So the next to bat will be Marcus Semien, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. Hard hit towards center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he's in safely to third, as they also push across a score to make it a one-run game.
The first baseman.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. No balls and a strike to count. Bichette on third with 2 out. And it's quickly 0-2. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hard hit ball to short. Simmons is there. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as this side is retired. Jays pick up a run on the RBI triple. 9th inning coming up. It's the Twins 3. Adam Simber enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Fastball just inside. Simber, a former member of the Cleveland Indians. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Jorge Polanco comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Drops 1 down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. In now, Mitch Garver, as he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And there goes Polanco. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final. Taylor Rogers takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Here's George Springer, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
Count is 1-2 now. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And I believe your tying run's going to be in scoring position right away as this is down for extra bases. So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Lourdes Gurriel stands in as he looks at ball one here. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be two? To second for one. Back to first. A ninth inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out. So next to bat will be Kevin Biggio. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And now the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Riley Adams will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. This is on the ground over to first. And there will be October baseball in the Twin Cities. The Twins are champs of the AL Central.
Well, it's almost automatic for this guy as he puts another game on ice. That's save number 40 for the season. Clearly, this guy is one of the best in the game.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Minnesota Twins